What's going on, guys? We're back out in the garage again with another video and another mod for my son's truck. He wanted to put some rock lights on the truck. It's 2018 Ram, and we've got a build series we're doing, a couple of different parts and things that we're doing to the truck. So if you want to follow along with that, I'll leave the links to the other videos below, and we've got a playlist set up on the channel too, so you can see what all we're doing. But I'll show you really quick. Here's the lights that we got off of Amazon. There's about 1 million different kits on Amazon, and these are the ones we picked. They look to be kind of simple installation. They've got an app on your phone, all the LEDs, of course, all the hookups and everything come in here with some extensions. We'll get them out the box and do a quick temporary hookup before we get started. We're thinking about putting one in the grill, some of course in the wheel wells to light it up underneath, but we'll just have to see how it goes, and we'll show you the installation and how it looks once we get it all out the box and unpacked. Okay, so we've got it temporarily wired up. We were testing the fuse box, so we'll probably just hook it to this ground right by the fuse box, and then the power lead from the battery on this side of the fuse box. Just keep it nice and clean. But here's the light kit. So it comes with 12 LEDs and all the hookups and the wiring and everything. It's got extension wires. It's got the control box for the remote, the power switch on it, and this control box picks up voices and music and stuff, so the lights will actually flash and react to the music. So let's touch it and just turn it on really quickly to the power. There we go, if I can get a good connection, and they are super bright. So my son's gonna flip through some of the colors and stuff. And of course there's the app on your phone where you can change this through the app and pick different colors and whatnot, but you can use the remote to cycle through all this stuff. You can adjust the brightness on it up and down and change everything, and then we'll play a song that we'll probably have to cut it through and replace it with some copyright free music, but we'll play a song and see how it reacts to the music. And there you go. So that's it reacting to my voice right now. It's pretty crazy that it does that. And then he switched it back to just solid. So very bright, pretty cool little setup. So we're gonna go ahead and wire in the main control and then get busy wiring in the lights to where he wants to put them. Here's a quick update where we are with the process so far. So here's the main wiring harness from the package. It's got the connector that comes right through there, and then this is where all the lights hook up to. So we've got the just temporary, we're going to put some better connectors on it, but we've got it put to the ground here on the frame, and we've got it wired straight to one of the pickups on the positive on the battery. And then instead of trying to go through the boot, we initially started to go through there, but there's a boot on the outside and a boot on the inside of the truck, so that was kind of a pain in the butt, and we definitely didn't want to hit any wires. So we took this piece off, I'll show you on the inside, and drilled a hole right through the center, so all the switches and everything that feed back through can go right through it. And that was about the best solution so far. And then we've got it all hooked up with the power switch inside, and he can control it through the app on his phone. And so that can control all the colors right through the app, turn it on and off, change all sorts of colors, can go right through to the different strobes and stuff. You can tell it what to do just right through the apps. You can do a lot of this stuff through the remote too, but some of these features, all the different millions of colors and the strobe effects and stuff are all in this app, and so it works pretty slick. So here's where we mounted the switch on the inside. Well, it was able to snake right through the bottom of the steering column there and the wire, and we mounted the switch right there on the dash. So that's the master power cutoff. You can control it through the app too. and cut the power there. And then we were able to put the control box right here zip tied, and that's what picks up on the sound and the remote functions and everything else. So it's right under the dash. And then if you can tell, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, there it is. There's the 2 bolts and the wires that come in through the engine bay. So we took those 2 bolts off and that plastic plate came off, drilled a hole right through it, and we'll put some sealant on it to seal it up once we're all done and we know everything's working like it's supposed to. But that's where it came through the firewall, and so far everything's working just fine. And here is about half of it finished. We've got the front wheel rock light installed. We've got one under the center, and we've got one over the rear. Wasn't too terrible to get done. We did pop the wheel well out of the back in order to mount that one, and then we were able to reach up under here with the bolts and stuff. We've got one in the grill, and then we've also got the one over the front one, so that just leaves the middle and the back one, and then see if he wants to do any extra ones. So, but they installed pretty good. We've got the bolts in them, the double-sided tape in them. We've got all the wiring nice and neat tucked up in the back so you can't see it. It's all zip tied up out the way. Then our main wiring harness, again, we've got to do some sealing on some of these holes that we popped through, but it goes through right there to the dash. And then we've got our main wiring harness here with our extra plugs, so we're going to clean that up a little bit after we're done with all of our wires. But that's it. And then inside we've got our control button that turns them on and off for the master power, and then he can control everything from his phone on the app to do all the special effects and the voice recognition and everything else. But that's it so far. So we'll finish up the other side and then show you what they look like at night. We're finishing up the rock light kit today, hopefully. We've got 2 more to install, and then we've got a few spares we'll see if we can do something else with. But the kit that we got, again, I'll leave the link down below, includes about a 3 to 4 foot extension, but no splitters in it. So I was able to find a splitter kit on Amazon, and I'll leave this link down below too. And it comes with 2 splitters for the RGB lights, and they work. We've already tested them out. And then it's got 3 pieces on the end that it'll split off to, so it'll save us from having to run a long extension all the way from the control panel in the engine bay all the way back here to this back wheel well. So we've got to do this wheel well in the back and then another one under the middle, and so we'll be able to tap into the ones we've already done on the other side with these splitters and then come across and finish up these couple of lights. So I think that'll be a much better solution, so we're going to try to do that now.